Hi everyone, this is Valerie MacNeil from Ginger's Eclectic Life on Etsy, and today I'm just doing a quick video showing you some of the junk journal supplies that I get. You can get a lot of supplies from craft stores. I'm in Canada, Victoria, BC. The main craft store that we have would be Michael's. And so I get a lot of supplies from Michael's and also the dollar store. But things can be quite pricey, and you can get a lot of really good supplies from thrift stores. And that's what I've done this week. I went to two thrift stores. One is called the Salvation Army, and that's in Victoria, BC. And the other one is a little church thrift shop that's only open one day a week. I haven't been there for months because I've been working Wednesday morning, but this week I had Wednesday morning off, so I thought I would go, and I found so many great things for really, really inexpensive that will be great to use in my junk journal. So I love getting great supplies. I love it even better if they're inexpensive. So I'll show you a little bit about what I got and what I use it for, and hopefully that will help you. So first of all, I got this roll of lace trim. There's quite a bit on there. That was $2. So I got that. I have a bag of stuff here that I'll just go through. I've got a bag of little cotton scraps. And I love it because they're perfect size for doing tags and things like that. And some other cotton in the bag. So that little bag, I believe it was $3, which seems a little bit pricey, but I'm going to get a lot of use out of this stuff. So I'll put that there. I also got a lot of trim. This came from the Salvation Army, I believe. When I go to the Salvation Army in thrift stores, I go to the sewing section, I go to the craft section. Sometimes they're the same. But I also go to the office supply section, and I get a lot of really neat things in that section as well. But I'll just show you some of the things I got, and these were all $1. I got some seam binding, blue. I like that shade. This is also called seam binding, but it's like green lacy. So I got that, and it says it's stretch. And I got this one. It's called hem facing. So it's pink lace trim. I got this seam binding. It's lace. It's smaller for $1. I got this. It says iron on, but it's like a seam binding, and that's great for junk journals. Got some more of the blue. It's a thicker lace, and I got that in this color and in this color. They're all kind of the same. Those were all $1 each, which isn't the cheapest, but if you were going to buy trim or anything like that at the craft store, you'd probably pay quite a bit more money. And it's vintage. So, and I also like, these are wrapped around a card, and it's quite a sturdy card, and I like to use that card to make vintage looking tags out of. So not only do I use, and sometimes I use the labels because they're quite vintage. I'll use that on a piece of ephemera. So I get a lot of use out of these little packets of seam binding and hem facing. I also got this at the Salvation Army. This came in a little packet. It's, I don't know, there's some type of envelope. The front is open, and I was thinking I could glue that down to a page and have a little, like a library pocket, or put some ephemera, decorate it with ephemera. So this pack, 3 colors came. I have the craft color, the white, and the black, and it came with little miniature clothespins. And there was also a bit of jute twine that came in that package as well. I'm not sure what it was used for, what it's supposed to be used for, but I'll get and I think that was probably $1, and I'll get use out of all of those things there. And then at the thrift store, the church thrift store, I got for 50 cents. I'm so excited about this. a whole pad of ledger paper. I love coffee dyeing ledger paper and using it as pages in my junk journal. I use it to make envelopes with, ephemera with. I use it in swaps, and I use it in my flourish style journals too. And I think I'm also maybe in the future going to put some of this in my Etsy shop because people like the ledger paper. So and it's a really thick book. There's 100 sheets in it, and I'm really excited about that. I also got some craft mailing envelopes, a package of these for 50 cents. These are going to be, they open at the top like that. These are going to be great. I can make little journals out of these, or little notebooks and things like that out of these. So I'm excited about that. I also got for $1 these white ledger sheet. Oh, sorry, I moved the camera there. Sorry about that. Got really excited here. And these are just, they're double-sided. They'll be nice to coffee stain and use as pages in junk journals, or I make flourish style journals. You can find a flourish style journal for sale in my shop right now. So those are nice. And also, junk journalers use a lot of music sheets, and I got this whole book of music sheets for $1. So that's really good. Something you can't find in the craft store. So I got that. And then I got a whole, I also got these ruled index cards, and they're a lovely blue color. So I thought that would add some color to my junk journals. I'll make, usually I decorate the unlined side of these and make journaling cards. And I can coffee dye them too, which I think would look really interesting with the blue shade. I got those. And I got a real haul yesterday. I was so excited with my purchases. And I got this kind of, I would call that a damask fabric. Very big. Good for junk journal covers, things like that. I can get a lot of use out of this, cutting it into tags and what have you, using it on my embellishments. So there's a lot of that right there. And I paid $2.50 for that big bundle. And then I got this yellow lace trim. I think this was 25 cents. This was at the church sale. Let's put that there. I got a little bag, and it looks almost tea-stained. It's that kind of antique-y color. I got 2 yards of that for 75 cents. What a steal. I got, let's see what else I got. I got a roll of this pink trim. It's kind of ruffled, and that'll come in handy to put on journal cards and tags and things like that. I've got another little bag of lace trim. This was 25 cents, believe that or not. So I can use that to put on like a tie for tags, or tie around a junk journal, anything like that. And there's 3 3/4 yards of that. I got this blue kind of ruffled trim, 1 yard for $1, or for 25 cents. 25 cents. So that was pretty awesome. And I got another blue 3 yards for $1.50 of this blue lace trim. So I've got a lot of blue colors. So I'm going to do some blue themed colors. And then I got this for 25 cents. It's a very old-fashioned card with some eye and hook, or hook and loop it's called. And on the other side is some snaps. So they're stapled together. I'll probably take that off and use that as ephemera in my journals. I love using old cards of snaps and things like that that are, that look vintage, and using them as ephemera. So as you can see, I got a huge haul yesterday. I was very excited with my purchases. Come and find me. My Etsy shop is Ginger's Eclectic Life. I'll put a link below. Happy crafting, and I hope this video was helpful for you to kind of search outside the the craft stores and the dollar stores and places like that, because you can find in thrift shops, if you go in and hunt, especially in the office supply section, you can find lots of really great envelopes and ledger paper and music paper and all kinds of things that you can use in your journal. Have a great day, everyone. This is Valerie MacNeil from Ginger's Eclectic Life. Bye-bye.